With supplementary election in Adamawa State, where collation of results has commenced at the Yola headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Speaking with journalists and other stakeholders in a closed-door meeting held earlier today, Dr. Bababila, a national commissioner, said this will give room for Muslim faithful to break their fast and allow more results from far local government areas to come in. Election was conducted in 69 polling units in 20 local government area of the state. Meanwhile, the conduct of the governorship rerun in the state witnessed impressive turnout of voters. Voters in Hajia Ward 001 to Ward 004 in Yola South local government area of the state trooped out to vote in the rerun election. TVC News senior political correspondent Ayodele Ozugbaku and Owola Bedenusi have details in this report.
The 15 candidates who participated in the March 18 governorship election in Adamawa State took part in the supplementary polls, but all eyes were on the two major contenders in the rerun election: the incumbent governor Ahmadu Fintiri of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Aishatu Dahiru Binani of the All Progressive Congress. After the first round of voting in March, Governor Fintiri pulled 421,524 votes to lead Binani, who scored 390,275 votes. Since the election was declared inconclusive, none of the other candidates has withdrawn from the rerun, despite having no chance of winning. The total number of permanent voter cards collected in the 69 polling units where elections were cancelled is 36,935. TVC News crew visited polling units in Yola as early as 8 in the morning, where prospective voters were already out to exercise their franchise. Electoral officers were also on ground to begin the process. Despite the harsh weather, the exercise witnessed impressive turnout as people trooped out to exercise their franchise. Other residents not involved in the election watched the conduct with keen interest, as well as party agents. Security around the state capital was beefed up as the 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. restriction of movement was enforced across the states. INEC National Commissioner supervising the election, Professor Abdullahi Zuru, applauded the smooth implementation of the electoral umpire's plan.
Just here where we are now, they said all those that went through the machine, nobody has failed so far. The only challenges they had is that people who are not supposed to be in this polling unit came, but they directed them to the right polling unit. These are all the things were put in place to ensure that everything goes on very smoothly. You can see the turnout is good. That's an evidence of confidence in the process.
We have gone around the polling unit, some local government, almost virtually all, where the election is conducted, and we have observed that the election is peaceful and conducted under fair atmosphere. There is no any oppression or violence seen all through the areas we went around.
51. Sorting and counting of ballots 52. Started at the close of voting.
53.
With sorting and counting done and dusted at the polling units, the attention will be shifted to the ward unit and the local government unit, which will ultimately terminate here at the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Yola, Adamawa State here. Ayodele Ozugbaku, TVC News, Adamawa State.
The much talked about rerun governorship polls in Adamawa State witnessed massive turnout. Election officials and representatives of various political parties were out as early as 8 a.m. across various polling units. Many shared their views with TVC News on the conduct of the polls.
I was impressed the way people came out for this election, because we're even surprising. We couldn't think that people will come out like this.
Speaking, I'm very impressed the way and manner this election is being conducted, or is conducting presently, is still going on.
The environment is excellent, it's calm. Voting started at 8 a.m. And they've been conducting themselves well, both the electorates and the officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission.
The Independent National Electoral Commission is living up to its constitutional duties.
The assessment is good, the conduct of the election is fair, under peace atmosphere.
This election
this bi-gubernatorial election, all over the world are watching Adamawa State. And they empathize that INEC will conduct a fair and credible election as they did in the past.
I also observed that the bimodal machine system was deployed, and from all indication, the conduct is successful, and I think the outcome will be generally accepted.
Winner of the election will be declared at the end of the exercise, contested by 15 political parties. The residents of Adamawa State are hoping to see popular candidates emerge at the end of the election. The question on the lips of observers is, will the election end at the polls or in the court?